Good afternoon. My name is Kelsey Cervenka, and today I'm going to talk to you about leadership development. Leadership development is an individual intervention within organizational development, which is part of human resources. So let's begin. Okay, so individual interventions. Individual interventions are put forth by your organizational development practitioner. They highly encourage your personal growth, development, and change. So, in these next few slides, I'm going to talk to you about how that personal growth can play into roles such as leadership. So, we're going to talk about leadership as a whole, the development of leadership, and then pros and cons. Leadership. Now, I'm going to start off by asking you this question. What is leadership? And I want you to think about it while I'm going over all of this with you. What is leadership to you? Is it your boss? Is it your boss's boss? Is it your manager? Is it a supervisor? Is it somebody that you look up to? What is leadership? So, in today's workforce, leadership is often, or the definition of leadership and a manager are often misconstrued. And to be totally honest with you, I actually thought leadership and management were one and the same, but that's just not the case. Actually, anyone can be a leader. And I would like to stress that to you. Anyone can be a leader. A leader is not just your boss or your supervisor. A leader is actually somebody that makes you want to change. It lights that fire in you that says, oh my gosh, I want to be just like that person. So, leadership is about influences. Who influences you as a person? Who influences you as an employee? Who influences you as a teacher or a mom and dad, a friend? Who influences you? That's a leader. So, another question for you. What qualities do you think a leader needs to possess to be a leader? Maybe strong communication skills, critical thinking skills, strategic thinking skills, their goals, their objectives. Are they creative? Are they assertive? So, leaders tend to be very goal oriented people. They're very influential, like I said, and they want to create change. They want to see that big picture, and that's great because that's what a leader is. Okay, so we've talked about leadership and we've talked about qualities that a leader should possess. But why do we need leadership? What is the purpose of leadership? Leadership initiates an action. A leader comes up with a goal, they create ways to achieve that goal, and then they act on it. They divvy out responsibilities to certain other people to make that goal a possibility. So those leaders are seeing that bigger picture. They have the core values. They have a positive attitude. They know what roles to divvy out to what people because they can play on those people's strengths, their skills. They have a clear vision. They have a clear vision of the project that they're trying to do. They know exactly what needs to be done. This is why leaders are so important. This is why leadership is so important. And I hope you can see that with me because I'm actually seeing that vision right now of what needs to be done. It's beautiful. Okay, so I just kind of threw this slide in here because I thought it was a very good representation of a boss versus a leader. A leader is someone who will ask your opinion, your advice, and really helps them grow and build on what they're trying to achieve through you or through other people. And a boss is just someone who will tell you what to do and say, do this, I want it done by Monday, and that's it. They don't tell you how to do it. You've got to figure it out. But a leader will give you the steps on how to do that, and they want you to be successful. So I hope this actually helps you to understand that a little bit better. Okay, so strengths and weaknesses. The last couple slides, we've really talked about strengths of being a leader. So now we're going to kind of talk about some weaknesses that leaders could face when on the job. So, distance, arrogance, or standing apart. All of these were taken from an article that I read in the Huffington Post, which I thought was very interesting. So, again, distance, arrogance, and standing apart. So ultimately, when you are acting in this manner as a leader, you're shutting down your best people. You're basically shutting them up to where you don't want to hear them anymore. And that is not a good model that you need to go forth when being a leader. Second, leading to please or leading to be liked. This is where you're focusing more on people than you are on the results that you're trying to obtain, and then not delivering good results in a timely manner. So, I think that one just speaks for itself. If you've set a goal and you're not delivering the results of that goal in a timely manner, it's it really becomes a weakness on your leadership roles. Are you delivering the message across to who your managers are in a good way? So that's 3 of 10 that the Huffington Post article really hit on. And if you want to know more, I highly recommend you going to that website. It is in the citations page if you would like to check that out. In this slide, I've created a demonstration model of leadership through my current position within undergrad admissions enrollment management. We have our provost, he's up at the top, and you can see the arrows pointing down to our admissions director, but then also pointing back up. So they're both leaders in a sense because our provost tells us what his goals and objectives are for us, which is enrolling more students or maintaining our enrollment. And our admissions director gives her advice on what we can do to really achieve that goal. So, buying more names, recruiting harder, sending more publications to suspected students, um, keeping our app open longer, processing documents faster, developing an outstanding customer service model. Those are ways to really make that goal achievable. So once he gives the approval on that, our provost, that is, our director then talks to our associate directors about ways that we can achieve these goals or obtain these goals and how we all need to work together as a team. So, together we achieve more team. That is exactly what we do. So the associate directors talk to their supervisors or their assistant directors, and then their assistant directors talk to who's under them. So in this situation, we have associate director of processing and evaluations to their supervisor to the processors. So how to work documents faster. Then we have associate director over recruitment. He talks to his associate or his assistant director over recruiters, and then the recruiters recruit harder. Then we have our associate director over residency, who has an assistant director over customer service, who then talks to our customer service team about a better customer service model and how to really work better with the students who are calling in, who are emailing, who are coming in person. So, this is just a great demonstration for you to kind of see how leadership really plays a role and how it really just trickles down. And again, we work as a team. Together, we achieve more.